Hello Aviation News live community. For today's news clip, Air Tahiti Nui only made money on Boeing 787 flights to Los Angeles last year. Per simpleflying.com, Air Tahiti Nui, the small flag carrier of French Polynesia, has an extremely fascinating operating portfolio. The carrier operates just a handful of routes from its principal hub at Faya International Airport in Papeete. Of these routes, only the flight from Papeete to Los Angeles International Airport was actually able to turn a profit, according to figures that were reported by Radio 1 from strategy consulting firm Arthur D. Little, which has long been seen as a leader in aviation strategy consulting. The analysis pointed to Paris and Auckland as routes that come close to breaking even for the carrier. On the other hand, the airline's routes to Seattle and Tokyo have both consistently lost money for the airline, and they also denote a relatively poor deployment of the airline's extremely limited fleet, which consists of just 4 Boeing 787 Dreamliners. In order to continue growing profitably, the airline has to reorganize its road network. Arthur D. Little has suggested shutting down routes to Seattle and Tokyo in favor of adding destinations like San Francisco, Sydney, and Honolulu. Arthur D. Little did state that the other routes that the airline is sitting on do appear to add some value on paper. Flights to Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport and Auckland Airport are both close to breaking even, demonstrating the strong potential for these routes to eventually turn a profit when demand conditions turn favorable in the market. However, the carrier's routes to Seattle and Tokyo are both markets where eliminating service could offer significant advantages for the airline, as they could better utilize their assets to enter new routes. The most important thing for any analyst to evaluate when taking a look at the recommendations put forward to Air Tahiti Nui's board by Arthur D. Little is to determine why Tokyo and Seattle have proven underperforming routes. Given market conditions surrounding these two destinations, it is not surprising that Air Tahiti Nui has seen unprofitable yields and less than ideal load factors on these particular services. The Tokyo route can be explained by the same dynamics that have led to underperformance on a number of other leisure-oriented Japanese routes over the past few years. The continued depreciation of the yen and the uncertainty in the Japanese economy have limited discretionary spending, especially in foreign countries. As a result, travel demand from Japan to a number of different vacation destinations across the Pacific has become significantly limited. Seattle is also a hub where increased competition has likely played a major role. Alaska Airlines, with newfound long-haul ambitions, and Delta Airlines are continuing to duel for control of Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, leaving even less room for smaller players to capture demand. At the highest level, Arthur D. Little is advising Air Tahiti Nui to close its routes to Seattle and Tokyo in favor of expanding into markets like San Francisco, Sydney, and Honolulu. The big question for Air Tahiti Nui to answer is whether this is the best path forward for them as a company. There is certainly a case to be made for shutting down flights to Seattle and Tokyo. These routes are, by the books, unprofitable at this moment in time and unlikely to provide any long-term strategic value that would incentivize one to keep operating them at a loss. New markets, specifically San Francisco and Sydney, could expand the airline's reach to some high-growth demand demographics. Both San Francisco and Sydney, in recent years, have seen growth in demand for travel throughout the Asia-Pacific region. Tell us, do you think Arthur D? Little agencies, right? Let us know in the comments below. If you can do us a favor, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If we earned your subscription, hit subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you know when future videos come out. If you want to help spread the love of aviation, down in the description below is a link to our PayPal account. Don't forget to check out our sister channels. If you like plane spotting videos and live streams, check out AVGEEKTOURS. And if you like travel vlogs from an aviation lover's point of view, check out AVGEEK Travels. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy spotting.